What's up, people? Boys, let's talk about the Gladiator, and let me show you the Gladiator's Skills English translated version from the Korean developers' latest livestream. I'm an AION 1 player with 15 years of hardcore experience, and in these 15 years I have played with every single classes. So at the end of the video I can give you the nice conclusion. Does the AION 2's Gladiator look the same fun and powerful class to play as it was in AION 1? And by the way, if you are interested with the classes in general, I'm hiring amazing hardcore players from AION 1 for each classes to make sure I will drop the high quality class guides for the future. I'm in Chanter and Sorcerer main from AION 1, and I'm gonna play with those two classes in AION 2. And because of this reason, I have hired incredible people for the Cleric, for the Templar, for the Gladiator, for the Ranger, for an Assassin, and for Spirit Master. I'm paying those people half the revenue for the videos, and they will send me them gameplays and POVs so we can make incredible and high quality content for every class in AION 2. And if you don't want to miss that videos, hit the subscribe button for this channel, because once the game will comes out on the Korea and Taiwan, I'm gonna bomb my channel with the hardcore class guides. And boys, I have two incredible news for you. First, I'm gonna start to stream on the Twitch after November 15, so you can join me there and ask me anything regarding AION 2, and we can have a lot of fun on the live stream. And second news, my channel reached a new achievement with you guys, and now YouTube unlocked me a membership option. If you're interested to join a lucky squad with an amazing status such as officer, such as general, great general, and commander, with an amazing my own handmade badges, you can click on the join icon near the subscribe button. It's not mandatory membership. I still love you all of you guys, all of my subscribers, and since you are the subscriber for my channel, that's already a big deal for me. That's increased my motivation so hard to push the forward. But if you have wish and power to support my channel, additionally you can join our membership. Alright, let's move to the main topic. First, you need to know how AION 2 skills works. Every class skill in this game have same pattern for description. Does not matter is it Chanter, is it Assassin, or any class. First you see the name and level bar, but we don't know it yet what is the maximum enchant level for the skills. On the developer's livestream I could see the skill levels for like a level 4 or like a level 20, like a 21, so we don't know the limit yet. After the name, you can see the text like an engine, which means the chain. If you see the skill have this type of the name tag, it means that this skill is the chain, or the specialization made it like a chain. And you can use it with the combination of the different skill, or once you will activate this skill, it have its chain connection. I love this feature, guys, because today's MMORPGs, the skill limitation is so high, and such kind of the effects, like such kind of the features when you have the chain effect, which is make the connection between the other skills, or it's increase the rotations for the each skill itself, gives you a lot of possibility, and it's kind of loophole, you know, you can use way more skills than it's just showing on the panel. It is so good feature, and I'm so happy that we will have it in AION 2. Second, on the skill description comes the skill identification. In this matter, you will face the different identity to the different skills, such as is the skill physical or the magical, is it attack or the cast, is it buff or debuff to the enemy. Third section is about the skill description itself and tells you the full description for the skill. It also indicates itself the structure of the skill, like is this skill for the non-target, is it skill for the target one, can you do it while you're moving, or it locks you in animation. The fourth section is about a skill specialization, like the latest example Throne and Liberty, when you could power up your skill with extra bonus effects. Same was in Arcade, and many MMORPGs have such kind of the feature, and it is so good. It gives you a lot of flexibility in the combat. And the final section, we have the backstage structure, such as how much mana you are using if you will use this skill, what is the cooldown for the skill, how many players it can hit, and such basic details. By the way, guys, remember we have 4 normal skills, 4 stigma skills, and 4 locked skills on the Q, on the E, on the mouse left and right buttons. Each class also have the 40 skills, so you can swap your normal and stigma skills based on your situation. For example, if you want to go to 1 versus 1 arena, you are just taking the single target damage skills and you are just focusing for that. If you want to go to the mass fight or mass farm, you're taking more AoE type of the skills. This is really good option, and you can all the time modify your class so you will never get bored. Alright guys, now let's move and reveal each skill one by one. If you're planning to play AION 2, you're gonna need something to fix your ping. And right now, the GearUp is the best option on the market. This is the Singaporean company and have one of the best connection to Asian servers. Here is the short results based from popular locations to AION's Korean and Taiwanese servers. GearUp is not a VPN, it's the ping reducer that finds the fastest routes from your PC to the game server. So your connection stays stable and smooth while you're playing. This program is so simple and so soft to use. Also, it takes the lowest amount of the RAM space what I have seen in the ping reducer programs. And here is the cool part. You can actually go to the GearUp webpage and check the ping for AION 2 from your location. Also, my viewers have the special offer to test the program for free. Just find the GearUp link in any of my videos or you can find them on the pinned comment. Download the program, activate my code aluckyro and get extra free testing time. Then you can download the AION Classic from Taiwanese Purple and check ping there. Since AION 2 will have exact same location in the Taiwan where AION Classic is, so with this movement you can measure your ping in AION 2. And if you like it, and trust me you will love it, use my promo code aluckyro1 and get 20% discount for every monthly plan. And boys, if you're like me and can't wait to test the game on its first launch on Asian region, GearUp is the best option for the smooth gameplay. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let's start this with the mouse left and right button. First we have the Survivor below. This is the engine skill. It means that this is the chain skill. It will have the active chain combination. It is the physical attack skill which deals 900 damage up to 4 enemies within 4-meter radius and increase their hostility. Based on the specialization, it also increases the block chance while you're using the skill, and it recovers the mana up to 50 on your critical hit. This is a non-target skill and it's the movable, which means that you can cast it while you're moving. I mean, you can attack while you're moving. The one major specialization which I like here is the 12% damage increase by the target of the enemies. If you will hit the 4 enemies, it means that you will hit the 12% more. That's incredible. Sadly, we cannot see the recast time since this is from the live stream and the developer was covering the picture, but mostly the mouse left and right button does not have the high cooldowns. Now let's go to the second button on the mouse, and this is the Sharper Strike. This is also the engine skill. It makes the chain combinations to the other skills, and it does the physical damage, and it's the attack skill. Deals 500 damage up to 4 enemies with the 4-meter radius and increase their hostility. And it have the chance to make the multiple hit within 50% chance. And while you're doing this, it decreases the recast time for the destructive strikes by 1 second. This skill is also increase your mental power, which is the mana, by 120. And the specialization for this skill is amazing. You can mark the specialization and this skill will have additional power like a 7% lifesteal on your damage. It's just incredible. That was the mouse left and right button skills, and now let's go to the normal skills. First normal skill, we have the leap shot. This is not a chain skill, it is the single use skill, and this is the physical attack skill. This is laps to the target with a 20 meter and pulls the 4 enemies in the 4-meter radius at the center of the target and deals 1600 damage. With the combination of ankle slash has 50% chance to activate, and when the enemy is killed, the cooldown of the leap slash is reset. It's an incredible skill, boys, and the cast time for this skill is the instant, and recast time only is the 15 second with an incredible 20-meter range. Super skill, superior skill. Alright, the second normal skill is the Sword of Urine. This is the physical attack skill, and this is a weakening skill which have the debuff while you're hitting. It deals 2400 damage to the target within 4-meter radius and knock them down for the 4 second. Absorbs the 30% damage as the life, and it can hit while the 4 enemies in the 4-meter radius. This is a CC skill, and with the specialization you can hit the multiple target and ignore them, block and evasion. Cast is insta, cooldown is just a 20 second and the radius is the 4 meter, just the target is the single. So you're just targeting the single target and it's making the AoE damage around the target in the 4 meter radius. Now let's talk about the third skill from the normal skill, which is the crushing wave. This is the engine skill, which means that it's have its combination, and this is the physical attack skill. Pulls up the 4 enemies with a 4 meter radius of you and deals 1600 damage, and 50% of the damage is absorbed as the life. And its cooldown gets reset on the critical hit. It's incredible. This skill just have the 20-second cooldown and it's insta cast and it's our skill. And our final normal skill is the Strike of Destruction. This is also the debuff skill. It is the physical attack and it's the weakening debuff. And this is a charging skill. It charges the target with a 20 meter, deals 5400 damage, You became the combat ready for 10 seconds. I don't know what this means. And when you're doing it on the full charge, it hits the 4 enemies. This is incredible damage and you're hitting the 4 enemies. There's the fun fact that you can increase the range with the specialization up to 12.5 meters. And the skill cut you can increase to 20% and you can add the specialization and you can do this everything while you're moving. It's incredible. And the cooldown just 30 seconds and the cast time 0.5 seconds. Sheesh boys, the Gladiator is not a toy class, you have to be scared. Now let's go another mixed engine skill which does not have the high cooldown, and this is a blade slash. It is also the weakening skill. When I'm reading this everything, I think the Gladiator looks like Spirit Master. A lot of weakening skills. And this one especially does the 1600 damage to the target in the 20 meter. And reduce them defense up to 30% for 5 seconds. And the target gets even slowed and them shield just destroyed. And if it was not enough, with the specialization you can add the effect with a 30% chance to knock back the target for 3 seconds. Thanks God, this is a single target skill and I see a lot of range skill, so is it a bow or is it the Gladiator? You're just shooting the blades. The cast is insta and the cooldown is the 30 seconds. Alright boys, now it's time for the big boys and we have the Stigma skills. And the first one is the Vampiric Sword. This is the physical attack skill. It strikes the target up to 4 meters, deals 1600 damage, strikes them down and deals 3000 damage to the target up to 4 enemies within 5x 10 meter squad. And absorbs the 50% of the damage as their life. It means that you go to the target in the 40 meter, you just hit that skill, you just drop it in the down, and in the square for 5 to 10 meter, you are doing the 3000 damage up to 4 enemies and you're recharging the 50% of the damage as your life. What the hell, man? This is incredible. And as much incredible as it is, it's have the 1 minute cooldown since all the Stigma skills in AION 2 will have the high cooldowns. Second Stigma skill, we have the Wave of Rage. This is the physical attack skill with a weakening debuff. It deals 3300 damage twice up to 4 enemies with the 5 meters of yourself. And the enemy's attack power gets reduced by 20% for the 5 seconds and they are knocked down for 3 seconds. This is the insta-cast skill and it's just have the 1 minute cooldown. It's incredible power. Gladiator have a lot of CCs. And the final Stigma skill for this video is the Rage Explosion. This is the physical attack skill. Deals 4000 damage with 15 meters and have guaranteed critical hit from the specialization and damage increase 50% once you're critting on the target. And compared to other Stigma skills, this one just have the 30-second cooldown and it is the instacast. It's incredible and it's amazing guys. Sadly we don't have the Q and E skills, they never showed the classes Q and skills. But what we have so far right now is already are showing the how powerful Gladiator class would be in AION 2. This class, like the others, from this point of view looks so good. Game is not out yet and I can't tell you how it feels, but I can definitely tell you it looks fantastic on the paper. Almost all classes from this gameplay look smooth and stylish like the original AION 1's 8 classes was. But boys, once the game comes out, in its first week I will drop the renewed classes videos, and guys, as I said, I have amazing people for each classes, true hardcore and one of the best players from AION 1, and I'm kinda hiring them in a job, since I cannot focus all 8 classes to make the top content for each. So I just decided to split the video revenue to them and they will provide me them gameplays and help me to make incredible guides for each classes. Yes boys, that's how I work. Instead to drop some average class guides, I'm always focusing to make the high quality content, even if I need to pay the money for it. This is my mentality boys, always the best and always the maximum. And I hope you will enjoy those videos. So if you don't want to miss any of them, click the subscribe button for my channel. That's also increase my motivation to push this quality content for the future. By the way, I'm gonna start to stream on Twitch, so if you have any question regarding AION 2, you can come and find me on the Twitch. I'm starting the live streams from around November 15, so follow me on the Twitch and let's make fun together. That was it boys for today, and as always, see you in the next video.